Welcome back to another episode of Unlicensed Therapy. Today, we have a special guest. Every guest is special, but this guest is also special. It's Amy Miller. She is hilarious. She is sweet. I've always had a great energy with her, and I was excited to get her on the podcast. We recorded it probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I'm excited to finally get it out, but I got ahead right now on the episodes, but this one is great. Before we get into the episode and to Amy, I'm going to read this week's reviews on Apple Podcasts. I will read them on the show. If they are positive, I will read them. So here is a 5-star review from MyKeg, MYKEGGG, via Apple Podcasts on June 2nd. 5 stars. Love the show. I saw that you had the Cartnark on your show. Really love the vibe and concept. Plus, you're hilarious. I'm all in. Thank you so much, MyKeg. I appreciate that. And there's one more. It is from a guy in Toronto. 5 stars, Apple Podcast, 5 stars, first rate. Exclamation, short and sweet. So 5 stars, first rate. Okay, thank you, a guy in Toronto. Appreciate the 2 reviews we got this week. Feel free to leave them, and I will read them on the intro of the podcast. Before we get into today's episode, I would like to play for you a clip of Amy so you could get to know her. So here is a clip of Amy Miller.
I'm on the road constantly lately. It's good. It's really fun. Things are going okay. I think I've found the worst of my personality in McDonald's, somewhere in the middle of the country. Here's what happened. I went into a McDonald's that I think should be illegal. And that's a McDonald's where they make you buy something to use the restroom. I'm sorry. I thought that was where we peed as Americans. Isn't that where you guys go? Yeah. I drive around the country so much doing comedy that at this point, like when I see the golden arches, it's golden shower time. Do you know what I mean? It's just where I pee. And I went in and they were like, no, you have to buy something. And I wasn't hungry. And I didn't want soda because I was already jacked up on caffeine and full of piss. So I decided to get an ice cream cone because that was like the cheapest thing for that scenario. But I forgot how hard this would be to time, you know? Because I need to buy something to pee, but ice cream doesn't take long to make. So I got a couple of options, okay? I guess I can take the cone with me into the McDonald's restroom and set it down somewhere. Thank you, Portland. Not a good option. Even the barefoot people weren't down with that. Thank you. It's gross. The cone is food. You guys know that? Okay. Well, you're not going to set a hot dog bun down and... Oh, right. You guys get it. So I was like, maybe I can just pee while holding the cone? Like some sort of white trash Statue of Liberty, you know? And I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to pee so fast that they haven't even made the cone by the time I get back. And then I get to the restroom, and there's a very long line, and now I'm panicked. Because I think that everyone that works at this Missouri McDonald's thinks that I'm the kind of lady who goes to a McDonald's to take a long shit and then have ice cream. And that's not the lady I want to be. Get back to the counter. Turns out the kid had already made my first cone and threw it out. And I was like, you get it. Thank you so much. You can't put cones down. Makes me a fresh one. And I'm walking outside this McDonald's with an ice cream cone I never wanted. Am I going to eat it? Yes. That's how I keep this 2nd grade teacher physique.
That was Amy. Pretty funny, right? Now you can see why I wanted to get her on the pod. She's great, and I hope you enjoy the episode.
I'm pretty sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
therapy with Ari Mannis.
I'm an hour late. You had so long to prepare.
That's true.
You knew where I was going to sit.
But I'm a lazy little piglet, as you called me earlier.
I did not say that.
And, I wait till the last minute. I knew you were coming, and then every time you texted me like, I'm running late. I'm running a little later. I'm like, perfect. More time to procrastinate. More time.
Now you're
not to
taking
be
my
prepared.
time. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not in a hurry. Are we doing
Good.
it?
We're recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who knows? But I
Yeah.
also I
There's
edit.
so many cameras.
I
Ari.
edit, so if you say something vulgar, inappropriate,
Oh, God.
offensive,
Oh.
not PC,
Cancelable?
cancelable. Well, I don't think you're cancelable, but yeah, we can edit it out.
No, I don't really have very many
Well, wait.
boundaries.
Oh yeah, didn't we have was it you that someone was trying to cancel you on Twitter? And then I stupidly engaged?
I don't remember.
Or maybe it was
I mean,
someone
that
else.
shit happens to me so much. but cancel me for what?
I don't
That's
know.
what I never understand. Like half the time online, I'm like being called a social justice warrior, and the other half of the time, people are offended by something. I'm like,
It's confusing. It's confusing.
I'm just
world we live
making
in.
jokes.
Why can't you just
Why do
support
you have
Trump?
so many cameras? Well, he's not the president anymore.
Okay,
Ari.
so we got the wide angle shot. So that's if we talk over each other.
Yeah.
Cut to just you and me, kind of set up the room where we are, see the sign, it catches the sign for
Got
the
you.
pod. Then we have the close up of me for when I go into a story.
People love that.
Or along.
The fans.
Yeah. Or if someone just, like, if there's a woman maybe watching this video and maybe touching herself.
Okay. There's
And,
not.
and she's straight. She's going to like this shot the best.
You have mostly male fans, I would assume.
I mean, why would you're right, but why did you assume that? What made you assume that? Even though, yeah, it's literally 90%.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know how men have so much more time to listen to podcasts. But that's
you just assume
really
because
common.
it's a podcast, not because it was me.
It's common across a lot of podcasts.
What's
but
your-
yes, also because it was you. I have more women that listen to mine
You
than
judge me a lot.
This is
You've passed a lot of judgment on me in a short amount of time.
any fat person will tell you we love a profile shot.
And then, yeah.
Close
and then,
up
And then we have the
profile.
shot. Not that you're fat, but then we have the shot of you.
No, I am. It's okay.
No,
I
I don't think you're fat. I think you're.
It's not really up for debate, Ari.
No,
it's
I
not
think it is.
I don't say it in a bad
You're
way.
not-
It's just like fact.
You're not skinny.
No, I've never been skinny.
Never ever.
No, I wouldn't say
What about when
skinny.
you were, like, 5 years old?
I've been much, much thinner.
Age 5.
Age
5,
5, I was just like a normal sized kid. Yeah, I was thin. Yeah.
There you go.
But I don't know. I have a chunky family. I've always been the skinniest person in my family, so I have a really warped sense of what anything is. But
I
yeah,
have,
anyway, nice close side profile on anyone with a double chin. We love that.
You don't have a double chin.
Full body when I just went hiking.
Yeah, that's why you have a glow about you today.
But
You
I
look
still put
nice.
on mascara. Yeah, this is.
I don't think you should be so down on yourself. I think you look wonderful.
No, I like myself. I'm not. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm not. It's just I try to be more like together.
If you were single, let me tell you. If you were single right now,
no,
I'd
this
set
is,
you up with someone nice.
I saw on.
You thought I was gonna say I'd do it.
You would do it.
Nah.
I'm too old.
No, I don't even know how old you are. I assume we're the same age, but I
Thank you.
try my hardest not to go for comedians.
Oh, that's smart.
Try my
I saw like a clip where you kissed this lady on the mouth.
Yes,
but
she's
then-
married. She's married.
Oh, but then I listened to some of Steph's episode and you said you only flossed not that often. So I was like,
No, I say
No,
I do
thank
floss
you.
often, just not every day.
yeah, every day is when you have to. That means you're
I don't do that.
sleeping with chunks of food in your teeth.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
think
and
I
that's
floss
why I
about-
won't kiss you on the mouth.
I floss about 33% of the nights.
It's not enough.
But I brush twice a day every day.
Anyway, I'm not being down on myself. I just
Well, now you're being down on me.
I I try to look nice for a public appearance, but I forgot we were doing this, and then I went for a hike.
And it's my fault for not reminding you. You're right. I should be on top of it.
And I'm just like obsessed with looking at myself.
You look Freaking great.
No, I think I look cute. Thank
All right,
you.
let's fuck right now.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, you have a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend.
Also, I can't do it either.
You can't get it up.
Can't get it
Because
up.
you jerked off too many times
Yeah,
today
I have erectile
already.
dysfunction.
2 to 3 times a day. I think that's normal. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably
I'm
is.
like 3 to 4 times a day sometimes.
You make yourself
Well,
orgasm 3 or 4 times a day.
Yes, well, a lot
oh,
of
you're
it.
a horny little scoundrel.
I am horny, but a lot of it's also in the middle of the night. Like if I can't sleep, it's very like self-soothing.
And do you live with your boyfriend? Mm-hmm. So he'll just be next to you, and you're like,
Asleep,
I'm gonna.
zzz. Yeah.
Oh, you pull out the toys.
Yeah, he's
Good
asleep.
for you.
Thanks.
Good for you.
Well, I mean, if I can't sleep, I don't know what else to do.
Now, if he knew what you were doing, would he want to join in on the fun, or would
Yeah,
or you guys?
that's why I don't want him to know, because this is not like a team effort. This is like I just got to get in, get out. Like make myself
You don't want him
pass
in on the
out.
fun.
No. This
Wow,
is just like
I feel
2
bad for
minutes,
him.
because then it'll turn from 2 minutes into 30, 40 minutes.
So
and it's
he
like,
still wants to be with you sexually. So it seems like the relationship's going pretty good to me.
Yeah, we still fuck, but just
Ah,
not
that's awesome.
in the middle of the night.
I went on a first date the other night.
How did it go?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm supposed to see her Sunday.
How did you meet her?
Instagram, I DM'd her.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how did you know who she was?
I didn't.
You just sent a
I
random
saw a
person
cute
a DM.
picture of her, and I sent her a heart.
What did you like about the picture?
Her face, her body, everything.
You don't know anything about like what
When
she's
I
like.
when I messaged her, I knew nothing about her. Well, I knew she liked going to the beach because a lot of her pictures were at the beach. I knew she surfed.
Interesting.
I knew.
I love the beach.
Yeah, she loves the beach. I found that we talked
love the
about it more.
beach.
I love the beach.
Yeah, who doesn't love
We
the
have
beach?
so much in common. I'm kidding. I'm not hitting on you.
No, it's
Relax.
fine.
We're the same age, probably. How old are you?
No, we're not. I'm 40.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You look younger than me.
Thank you. How
I'm
old are you?
31.
Oh yeah. You got to get your shit together.
I
No,
don't
you
have,
look great.
Thank you. I don't have any skincare regimen.
I don't really either.
My
I've
hair's
started
thinning.
recently in the last couple years.
Oh, what do you do?
But I also well, I do like retinol cream at night.
I
I've
don't even
been
know what
I've been more responsible about sunscreen, which I have not in the
I've
past
never
always
done that.
been.
I don't think I've ever used that in my life.
I just got some lotions and potions, but I also just like stay chubby so you can't see my wrinkles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and you know how that happens to like Seth Rogen type people who are like they just drop a bunch of weight and then you're like, "Oh, you're 40." Because you have
Right.
lines in your face.
Yeah, Jonah
now.
Hill, Seth Rogen.
That's what I meant. Jonah Hill, not Seth Rogen.
I mean,
get 'em
they
mixed up.
both. Seth Rogen's lost weight too. He
Yeah.
was chubbier
That's true.
for sure. He wasn't quite as big as Big Jonah.
So that would happen to me. So I have to choose in LA, like, do I want to look old or look fat?
I think it depends on what kind of guys you like.
Why? I don't care
because
about that.
some guys
I
would
want,
prefer a little older and skinnier, and some guys would prefer chubby. Some
But
guys
I don't
like
care
chubby.
about that. I'm talking about my career.
Oh, I don't think it matters
I
for
don't
your
like
career.
take care of my body for men anymore. That's a
I
sure
don't-
sign that
I
I'm
don't-
40.
I don't think you should take care of your body for your career either. As a stand-up comedian, I've never heard someone go, "Oh, we wanted to book Amy, but she's a little too chubby."
Ari, that happens regularly.
No, it does
And they also
not.
do not like women to be over 35. Yes, it does. Oh my God.
Maybe if you're like, if you were trying to audition to be like the hot broad in a rom-com or something.
No, it's not
But-
even that. It's also for stand-up. Are you truly telling me that we
okay.
are in a business where funny matters most? Because that is
No,
not true.
I'm not telling you we're in a business where funny matters most of the time.
Thin.
But I have been in plenty of rooms where they're booking stand-up shows, and I've never
Oh
once
yeah,
heard them go.
stand-up shows.
you're
Sure,
talking
I do
acting.
fine. I'm talking about TV appearances for stand-up, acting, anything. Just like showing up on stuff.
I think you could argue the other way and say that sometimes they want the chubby girl for those things.
Nicole Byers booked.
Nicole Byer's too big
They
for a lot
do.
of things. And then they got to go one step lower, and that's where you come in.
One step.
You want to
no.
increase your TV bookings?
Listen.
Let's start painting your skin
Have
brown.
you seen the stand-ups on the Tonight Show recently?
No, I haven't watched
well,
that in
yeah,
years.
me either. That's an example of a booker, a gatekeeper who only books like young,
Skinnier?
thin,
Really?
hot women. Oh yeah. Listen, there's a lot of people
Ooh,
like that in the
That's
industry.
why I haven't booked late night.
But I
Not
would
because of my vulgarity or edginess. It's because I'm a skinny man.
Yeah, I guess. I would
With a
say at
paunch
this
belly.
point, probably there are more roles and opportunities for chubby people, but they still don't fuck with women over 40. So I'm not supposed to say it out loud. I don't think my agent wants me to say it out loud
I'll edit out your
anymore.
age. I'll edit out your age.
No, I do. I tell a joke about it. I'm open about
I think
it.
you could play 33.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, I go
Even
out for
30.
like 28.
Yeah. 28.
No, I look way younger. Look at my cherubic cheeks.
Yeah, you have no wrinkles. If you told me you did Botox all the time, I'd believe you. You look that fucking
I keep
good.
all the wrinkles like in my titty creases.
That's
Don't
hot.
look at it,
I
Ari.
didn't. The mic's blocking it. I couldn't even if I
Okay.
tried. No,
Yeah,
I could if I tried.
You know, if you have like huge tits and then you go to sleep and then it's just like folding all night.
Now, because you have huge tits, do you have a lot of
Thank you.
titty sex?
A pretty.
You can skip that question if you don't feel comfortable. by the
No,
way.
no. I was like, what's a lot? We have.
Once a week?
I have had it in
once
the
a
last
month?
few days.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are another
For
titty
sure.
sex. Good for you guys. You
Yeah,
guys
I like
party.
titty sex.
I think that every woman that likes titty sex drinks alcohol. Is that true?
I do drink alcohol.
Called it.
I think also it helps. Oh, well, now we're really getting vulgar, but like if you have a wet pussy, not bragging.
Any
that's
girl
like,
could have wet pussy these days. You just spit on it.
Oh, gross. Well, okay, I make mine naturally. Always have whatever, just blessed, and so that's like perfect for titty fucking because you just like, you like dip it in and then go up to the titties, and every time
yeah,
you
like a pool of lube.
yeah, every time you
We are getting vulgar. This
start
is
to
hot.
dry off.
Put your dick back in your pants.
Yeah,
out there.
you get back in there.
We're not ready to let you come yet. You guys ever stumble upon something in your life that makes you realize you needed this all along and you need this from now on, but you didn't even know you needed it? For example, I drive a 2008 Prius, and before that I had a 2008 Pontiac. Anyway, the point is the Prius has push button start. And after that, I'm like, yeah, the key is annoying. You have to take it out of your pocket, put it in the key thing, turn it. Push button is a very convenient technology that I now require on a car. I recently tried Liquid IV, and Liquid IV gave me that same feeling. I don't want to drink normal water anymore. Liquid IV tastes better, and more importantly, I feel better. I feel hydrated. I feel energized. I feel younger. My skin feels better. I don't even know if that's a real effect that it's supposed to do for you, but when I take Liquid IV, I feel like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to feel. I didn't even know I needed this, but now I feel so much better. I take it before I work out. I take it when I wake up. I'm hooked on Liquid IV. And something you guys should know about Liquid IV is it tastes great. They have different flavors: lemon, lime, acai berry, passion fruit, guava, watermelon, apple pie, strawberry. It's functional. It makes you feel good. And I really like it. I really do like it. It is 2 to 3 times faster and more efficient hydration than water alone. Contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, as much potassium as a banana. It's healthier than those sugary sports drinks. My point is, you gotta try it. So grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code THERAPY at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order, and get you better hydration today using promo code THERAPY at liquidiv.com. I have pitched you guys a lot of things. That being said, Liquid IV is truly something that I now drink every single day because it makes me feel better. And I haven't taken any today, and I'm going to. Just doing this read makes me want to go get some Liquid IV. Try it out for yourself and leave a comment telling us how you like it. Go back. It'll probably take a few weeks to ship, but get it. Get it at Costco. Get it. Give it a try. Let's start pushing this stuff to our kids. Let's push Liquid IV to the youth because it's good. I want to talk about your demeanor on and off the stage.
Okay.
I think that you're very witty and dry and funny
Thank you.
all the time.
Thanks.
You're just natural. You have a spunk.
Oh,
Is that the right word?
sure.
You got a hot spunk.
Moxie. Aren't you Jewish?
I mean, I am, but what's moxie?
Oh, well, it's kind of like spunk.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot
of moxie.
Lot of moxie. Now, do you think that's because when I think about you and not knowing you,
When do you think about me? Like what hours of the day?
Normal.
And what
like
are you doing with your hands?
Daytime. No sexual thoughts.
Okay.
When I think about you, because
That's rude.
I'm a professional.
It's really offensive.
But when I think about you, I assume that you're dead inside.
Oh, no.
True or false?
False.
You're happy?
Yeah. Well, that's not the opposite of dead inside.
It isn't?
You could also be sad sometimes and alive inside.
But happy most of the time and alive inside?
I experience a lot of joy. I also try to cultivate it, but on a daily basis. So right now is a good example of a time where, like, on one layer, I'm probably extremely depressed because, felt like the pandemic was a personal affront to me and my
Like it was
career
attacking
goals.
on you.
Like, I have no career anymore, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, and I'm like 40 in LA. But then on the surface, I'm very happy. Pretty much every day I do.
So your only sadness is you're not a rich, famous person.
I don't even want to be rich. I just want to work at comedy without having another job.
What's rich to you?
Even
To
if
me,
I made
someone
like
makes
45 grand a year.
Okay, that's not rich. But if you make like 80 grand a year, you're kind of rich. Even though most people probably don't call that rich.
I would feel so rich if I made 80 grand. That's probably, in a year, it's getting close to my best year ever, for sure.
Yeah. But if you could do that consistently, you're fucking rich.
So I have a lot of existential dread, but by no means am I dead inside. We haven't had that many interactions. I'm not like always on. In fact,
yeah, but you're always funny. Not always on, but you're always.
Oh, well, I'm a funny person.
You're always. I don't know. You're never like, hey, how are you?
Sometimes I am, but I see you like at comedy clubs.
Ice House, outdoor, Irvine show.
I'm showing up to do my job, and part of that is like.
Oh, so you're like, I'm a comedian all night.
Well, no, I also like seeing my friends. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm happy when I see you. If you were someone else, you wouldn't be getting that same experience.
Oh, yeah? Who? Let's talk shit.
No, just people, it's not even people you dislike, but people in comedy that you just like could not care less about.
Yeah.
And those are always the motherfuckers who are like trying to get coffee with you. And you're like, I feel no spark here. I feel nothing when I see you.
See, people probably try to get coffee with you a lot. No one asks me.
Constantly.
No one's asking me to do
Post-pandemic, I'm not doing it. I'm only spending time with people that excite me.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a realization you came to. You're like, no more coffee with people I don't want to get coffee
Yeah,
with.
you're not picking my brain. Fucking no. Because I think friendship is just like relationships. Like, you have spark with certain people, right? And different degrees of that spark.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I'm happy when I see you. I'm not happy when I see everybody. But I'm not, like, being on and being,
I didn't mean to say
a yuckster.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't mean it to come off like that. You're not like someone where like, geez, turn it off for a second.
No.
Be a person.
But I feel joyful if I'm like at a comedy club about to do comedy. That's so fun.
Yeah. Luckily, every time we've hung out, we're doing like a good show. I've never done a shitty bar show with you.
Even a bad show, I'm having a good time.
Oh, I did a show last night. I was not having a good time.
I have a little bit of a zen quality about my approach to stand-up. I feel so grateful anytime I'm able to do it.
Even if it's like everyone's bombing and there's TVs on in the background, you're just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Because that was me last night.
It's a spicy life experience that most people don't get. Like, that's fun.
See, 40% of me wanted to be a prima donna and be like, hey, I'm just going to go home. I wasn't even going to be a dick about it.
I'm not feeling good.
I wasn't even going to be a dick. I was just going to go up to the producer and be like, hey, thanks for booking me. You can give my spot to someone else because there were comics hanging out. So I was like, I'm just going to go home. But I didn't do that. But I really wanted to.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You have to honor
Instead, I
that
went up
moment.
on stage and shat all over the show and the
Who
environment.
cares, though? It doesn't matter. And you probably did fine.
I mean, all things considering, I did fine.
It's very special that you're able to do that at all.
You're so positive.
I think we live a cool life.
You're
yeah.
so sweet.
But I mean, if you ran into me at like the store or something, I probably wouldn't be as joyful. I hate shopping.
Has a guy ever asked you for
I don't know
your
what you've
number
heard
at the
about
grocery
women.
store? Yeah, you can't hate shopping. It's in your blood.
I hate it.
All shopping.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like I love to cook, and
You
so
don't
I
like the dollar store?
I do like the dollar store,
Knew it.
but it's chaos a lot of the time. I wouldn't mind. I like the process of shopping, like selecting things and finding deals and finding.
Do you like shopping on Amazon?
No, it's not fun.
Oh, I love Amazon.
You like the reviews?
Yeah. I like
Wait,
it.
what did you just ask me?
Oh, has a guy ever hit on you at a grocery store?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah, it's never like amounted to anything.
I've never been hit on or hit on anyone at the grocery store.
You should try
I'm
it.
too scared.
That's a weird thing that people say that's where you should do it. I don't know.
I've heard a lot of women saying they like it.
I definitely have encountered men that seemed like they had read in a book somewhere, cruise
they
around
had
the
a script.
produce. Yeah. And be like, that's a nice avocado.
Here's where I see it being doubly horrible. So let's say I work up the courage to hit on a girl at the grocery store. What if she goes, and even if she gives me a friendly rejection, oh, that's so sweet of you. I have a boyfriend. Let's say it's that.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, for sure. Okay, well, have a good time shopping. And then we separate ways, and then we pass each other again in the grocery store. It's going to be the most uncomfortable thing in the whole wide world.
Again, who cares? Like, that is the spice of life, Ari. Anytime you're feeling uncomfortable, joyful, sad, like you're alive, you got to celebrate those moments. I don't feel, especially since I started doing comedy, I don't, like every awkward moment is also an opportunity for material.
You mine it.
Yeah, but it just makes me feel like an alive person,
Yeah, I could also just save it for the end of my shopping experience. Like, oh, no worries, and then go check out.
You should, when you see each other in the same aisle, you should moonwalk out of there. That would be
if
cool.
she rejects me or either way?
Either way.
I need to learn how to moonwalk first.
It's not that hard.
Okay, how do you think I should go about it? You be the girl shopping, and I'm going to be... You're single in this fictional scenario.
Okay,
This
what
isn't real.
section are we in?
If your boyfriend's
We're
watching,
gonna fuck.
This isn't real. This is fictional.
We're
If
going to
anyone's
do
watching.
it. I want to blow him.
We are in... we'll go produce. Fresh
Okay.
vegetables. Even though you don't shop
vegetables or
there because you're
fruit,
fat. But
or-
you don't, yeah.
I shop there a lot. That's so funny, too. I eat pretty healthy.
I don't think
I'm like
you're
a
fat.
healthy person.
I was going off
Oh,
you calling you
I
fat.
am fat.
You're not.
It's fine, Ari. Embrace it. I'm
You're not fat.
obese. I wasn't fat enough to get the vaccine early. I found that out.
See that?
My BMI was too low. And I'm
I didn't
like,
even know that was a
how?
thing.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the pre-existing conditions, like for phase 2 or whatever.
I know
could
a
be
lot
like,
of people who lied to get the vaccine.
So many people. Yeah,
who
we
just
both do.
check things.
Yeah,
and
they're
lie.
like, I work at the Improv
And
as a
honestly,
waiter.
I feel good about that.
It's fine.
I didn't feel any sort of judgment towards them when someone told me that. It kind of got me excited.
Well, for comics, like we work inside in a restaurant with our mouths open, so it felt okay to me too. Like it's not an essential job, but we're doing a dangerous job for COVID.
That's true.
Anyway, okay, so fruit or vegetables? I do shop there. Everybody, fat people eat
I'd probably,
vegetables.
if I'm hitting on a girl at the grocery store, I'd probably have a pineapple in my cart so she knows that my semen tastes good.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a very
Smart, right? I'm a thinker.
Cabaret. Have you seen the musical Cabaret? Oh.
But that's exactly what I was thinking. It's
You
cabaret.
should see it. They're like in Berlin. It's, there's it's about Jews. You'll love it.
I don't like Jews.
Cabaret is one of the best musicals of all time. But there is like a whole song where an old man gives an old lady a pineapple.
I
And
like
it's a
some
very
mu-
beautiful
And did he talk about his semen?
romance. No.
Oh, I like.
Pineapples have been good luck and good fortune long before anyone was drinking cum.
Yeah, they taste good.
Yeah.
I like pineapples. I like musicals, but I don't like La La Land. Would you say it's kind of like La La Land,
No,
or more
it's
like
Cabaret.
another one?
It's one of the greatest musicals of all time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There was a movie version. Catherine Zeta-Jones was in
Oh,
it.
she's beautiful.
Yeah, very
I'd give
beautiful.
her a pineapple for sure.
Her pussy gave what's his name cancer.
What? Wait, what?
She's married to Michael Douglas.
And she gave him
he
cancer?
got throat cancer from HPV.
Eating her pussy?
Well, that's what he said. I've just gone.
He said that?
Yeah, he said I've gone down on so many women. It makes sense I would have HPV in my throat, which you can get cancer from.
That's a real thing? You could get
Yes.
HPV on your throat from eating pussy.
Yes, HPV can lead to ovarian cancer in women, or people who have ovaries, I should say, and throat cancer in anybody. So also, if you swallow cum from people who are HPV positive, which we almost all are or have been at some point.
I got the HPV shot.
Oh, great! Yeah, you're young, so that's good. I was like I was just a little bit too. It was too late for me.
I should go see a throat doctor immediately.
I think like I
just in
turned
case.
27 and then they came out with the HPV vaccine like the next year, but you have to be under 27.
Every time I smoke weed, I get a cold after from my lungs being inflamed. I wonder if that could be from eating pussy.
No, I don't think you're eating as much pussy as Michael Douglas, first of all.
You're probably right, but I've eaten a few
Good.
pusses.
Let's do it right now.
Thank you for the
I just
nice
went on a
offer.
hike.
I'm not. Oh, that makes it even better. But I'm not a home wrecker.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm a
so
good guy.
we're in. So you have a pineapple. I'm buying.
Pineapple in the cart.
I think
Yeah, what are you buying?
I'm scoping out that big grape section with the big bags of grapes. That fucking. I always see these animals at the grocery store, like trying one, even during
Really?
COVID.
And they don't put water on it either. They just with the pesticides on it. They're popping grapes.
Yeah. Well, also they're putting their filthy hands in all the grape
I've never seen that
bags.
before.
I've seen it a lot.
I'd give them a dirty look if I saw
Ralph's on Wilshire and La Brea.
that. I'd give them a glare like.
Oh, I have. I definitely have. This lady, it was just a few weeks ago. I was at the grape section. I love grapes.
I love grapes too. Have you heard the song by Dimitri Martin called "I Like Grapes"?
No.
Really good.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
She was taking her mask down, eating a grape, taking it down, eating a grape, like from all these
Oh,
different
she was-
bags.
Now, was she doing that from all these different bags in the same grape section, or like different kinds of grapes?
Same grape section, but you know how like half
That's
of
just-
it's red, half of it's green.
So she was
Or
doing like
purple.
various reds, various greens. She was
Yeah.
just feasting.
Yes. Trying to find her perfect bag, but like a bag, there's a lot of
I hope she
variety.
gets pesticide poisoning and dies, and I mean it.
There's so many. It's
I hope
not
she
like
gets cancer from the pesticides on the grapes.
it's not like the one grape
has a slow death.
you tried
A
out
slow
of that
grape
bag is going to be an exact match to every other grape in that bag. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of variety in there, so just fucking commit to one. Some of them are going to be
This
gross.
is why HPV exists, because of women like this.
I know.
Yeah, she creates HPV in her.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm at the store. I'm pretty much going for the bottommost grape bag I can find because I think those are the newest and they haven't been touched by human hands.
But you could also argue, but they have the weights of the other grape bags on top of them, so
That's
they might
okay.
be more.
Grapes are pretty sturdy.
Okay.
I mean, they come,
Good defense.
down
You've thought
in
about it.
trucks from the Central Valley. They're
Yeah.
bouncing around the I-5.
Yeah, I like a grape with a little character anyway.
Okay, so you're with your cart in the pineapple, and I'm just like a maniac, like digging to the bottom of the grape pile.
Hey, do you need? I don't work here, but do you need help?
You seen these fucking animals putting their hands all over the grapes?
Oh yeah, I glance some dirty looks all the time. I love grapes, by the way. Let
me
let
too.
me help you pick the bag.
Have you ever heard that Dimitri Martin song, I Love Grapes?
Yeah, it's
You know
one
what?
of my
I think
favorites.
this is why we have HPV as a culture.
Why?
Because of these fucking animals touching all the
Oh,
grapes. Don't you think?
I agree with you. Hey, this is crazy.
I knew you'd agree with me.
A couple things. First off, I also like pineapple. Have it in my. Anyway, that's not.
Don't make a
Doesn't
cum
matter.
joke, whatever you do.
No. I just wanted you to see that I have a pineapple. That's
Oh.
it. In case you didn't notice.
Have you ever seen Cabaret?
No.
You're Jewish, right?
You know, I forget it. It's
This
all
is
good.
going good.
I'm gonna go check out. That's it. Okay.
You don't like musicals?
No. You know what? Would you like to go to a musical sometime with me?
Yeah, where? I mean, they're kind of all shut down right now, but like,
I have special access to the musicals.
interesting.
Yeah. Would you
How
would
so?
you like to?
As a performer?
I know some of the performers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I represent them.
So okay.
Yeah.
What kind of theaters? Oh, you're an agent
The Grand Opera.
for musical theater
I do a lot
performers.
of things. I do a lot of different things.
That's
and
cool.
Yeah, Asian is part of it. So yeah, if you're into musicals, which it sounds like you are, I'd love to take you to one sometime.
I love them. Don't
Cool.
you?
Yeah, I love musicals, especially La La Land.
Cabaret.
Cabaret is a classic. It's one of the great classics of our time.
What night are you thinking?
Good question. How about we just exchange numbers and we'll find a night that works for us?
Okay, I got a lot going on, so.
No, I understand.
I just think it'd be easier if we picked a night.
Yeah,
because I'm so busy.
But I'm so busy that I don't even have my calendar on my phone. I'd have to go back to the office.
How
and
do you
look at
keep
my
track of all your clients' like appointments and stuff?
I have an assistant. I have two
Oh.
assistants actually.
Should we get him on the horn?
You're interesting. This is a unique experience.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just busy a lot of nights because I'm a really well-known stand-up comedian.
I've never heard of you.
Well, they don't put people who are 40 and fat on TV.
This was fun.
You'll love it, though. I'm very funny.
I think I got the date actually from this is what I wanted. This is all I wanted and I got it.
Really?
So
We didn't even eat anything.
have a great rest of your night.
Wait,
What?
what are you doing?
Oh, you like
Hey, don't give
you want what you can't have
don't
now,
give
don't
up
you?
on yourself. You're not as ugly as you think you are.
I'm insulted.
Do you need, what's convenient is the produce aisle is right next to the floss aisle. Have you been there recently?
Seems like you know me. It seems like this isn't the first time we've talked.
No.
Wouldn't you say, I felt like with the Steph Tolev thing about flossing. First
Yeah.
off, thanks for listening to the podcast. So
I
nice
just
of you.
listened to a few minutes.
No, you listened to the whole thing.
Like
Thank
literally
you.
10 minutes.
Thank you so much. You're an avid listener of all
I
the
heard it
episodes.
was a date.
Okay. So.
Steph's a lunatic. We're very close friends. She's one of the
That's
craziest
cool. I didn't
people
even know
I
that about you guys. I did know she was a lunatic from that one podcast.
Yeah,
with
she's
her.
nuts.
Yeah, mentally ill for sure. A lot of mental illness
So
running
funny,
through
though.
her brain. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine hitting on her in the grocery store? What a wild
Oh
ride.
gosh, I think she'd love it.
It would be close to what we just role played. It would be that nutty.
Like, I think if I hit on you in the grocery store, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of cool that happened to me." If you were single, and you'd be like, "Okay, maybe I'll go with him." I think if I hit on Steph, she would love it. She'd be like, "Yes."
Well, no, because you're not tall enough. Because in her mind, she thinks she needs
Yeah, but
someone
when
tall.
I'm out in the grocery store, I'm wearing what are they called? High
Heel
tops.
platforms.
Platform
Oh,
shoes.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
I wear
Were you
those out
wearing
in
the
public.
platforms in our scenario?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I always wear
Then I thought you
platforms.
were gay, which is why I brought up the musicals.
No, I wear the straight guy platforms that you have to buy special order.
Oh, like Tom Cruise.
You can't even tell. Yeah, like Tom Cruise platform.
Lifts.
Who also might be gay, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in the community think he's gay. The gay community.
Your community.
I'm gay on Facebook, and I'm an ally. So
The Hollywood community.
yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah, the flossing thing. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't listened to the Steph Tolev episode, I admitted that I floss maybe 1/3 of the time.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Maybe even 1/4 of the time. 1 out of 4 nights, let's say that. Which isn't enough. And I admit you're supposed to do it every day. I know that. But I think most people floss my amount or less.
Yeah, people are disgusting.
And
People also
I'm
don't wipe
admitting
their asses enough, Ari.
Wait, what? Yes, they do.
Okay. You haven't eaten very much ass.
I've eaten a couple, but people, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm only eating ass if I know they showered recently, regardless of how good they wipe. Like, even if they're like, no, I wipe really good, I'd be like, yeah, but have you showered since your last
Yeah.
bowel movement? But where was I going with this? Oh, I don't remember. Flossing. I think I floss the average
No,
amount. So it's not disgusting. It's just, I could floss more. Sure.
Ideally, people should floss after every meal. If they're not flossing,
Every meal. So
get
you
a
floss twice a day?
toothpick. 2 minimum.
You floss twice a day?
Yes.
You're lying.
I swear to God. I flossed before I came here.
Sleep is 1/3 of your life. It's supposed to be. If you're getting good sleep, it's supposed to be 8 hours a day. That's a long time. You don't think about it. But that's a long time. That's a full workday of sleep. And if you don't get good sleep, it could ruin your day and it could affect your health. You want to get good sleep. Everybody does. And everybody sleeps differently. It's a unique thing. It's kind of like your taste in food. Some people are a side sleeper, back sleeper, stomach sleeper. People snore. People don't snore. If you go to helixsleep.com/therapy, they have a quiz you could take. And they give you a mattress customized to your liking. And I thought to myself, you know what? My mattress is good enough. Who cares? It's a mattress. It's good enough. Then I took the Helix Sleep Quiz, got myself a midnight mattress, and let me tell you something. My nights have changed. And not just my nights. The next day changed because I feel a lot better and a lot more well rested. And I never even thought of myself as like, oh, I have trouble sleeping at night. But now I'm like, oh, was I doing it wrong before? Because this is better. My arm never falls asleep like it used to. It's more comfortable. I'm getting compliments from guests who spend the night, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so if you go to helixsleep.com/therapy, you could get up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. I truly believe that this mattress could change the way you operate in your day-to-day life because, like I said, it affects your sleep. More importantly, your sleep affects the rest of your day. My parents got one. They love it. My brother got one. He loves it. It is a game changer. It is a game changer for me. And they have a 10-year warranty. They have a good return policy if you don't like it, which I don't know anyone. Personally, I don't know anyone who hasn't liked it. Everyone who's gotten one with helixsleep.com/therapy has loved it. My friend Chris got one. He sent me a video of himself unboxing it. That was pretty funny. So keep those videos coming and go to helixsleep.com/therapy for up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/therapy. Oh, I want to smell your mouth now.
Twice a day minimum, sometimes 3 or 4, especially if I'm eating like pineapple, good example, a prosciutto situation. Like I didn't always do this, but at some point in my early 20s, I woke up and flossed for my morning floss, and I hadn't flossed the night before. And I just pulled out such a massive chunk of food that I was like so disgusted. I had slept with that all night. It's just decaying and like.
Oh, I'm going to have gum disease for sure.
Yeah, it's nasty.
yeah.
And you'll have bad breath.
Gingivitis. Yeah, probably do.
Just floss. Or get the little sticks.
I hate flossing though.
Or get a toothpicks.
Yeah, I'll do toothpick. If I notice I have something in my teeth.
No, you always have something
I know.
in your
Every
teeth.
time I floss, a little plaque comes out. But if I have like legitimate, if I'm like, oh, there's something in my
Spinach.
teeth, then of course I'm going to go floss or pick it out.
Okay.
If I know about it. I'm not an animal.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if you want to keep all your teeth.
Maybe this is why I don't have a girlfriend. Do you think that could be it?
Do you want to get into all the reasons you might not?
Yeah, rip me apart more.
No, I haven't ripped you apart. Have you had a girlfriend in the last couple years?
Nope.
Oh. Why?
What? Maybe because I don't floss.
Maybe.
Do you think? What do you
Like,
think? I know
Does
you
your
don't know
breath
me that
smell
well.
right now?
I don't want to know. That's
If it
fixable.
does, I have a guess as to why.
Because I don't floss
There's
enough.
food in there.
I didn't floss last night. I haven't flossed in a couple
What
days.
about? Yeah, that's gross. Then I wouldn't get anywhere near your mouth, and neither would a lady at the grocery store.
No, I made
Thank
out.
God for masks.
I made out with a girl Sunday, and not Sunday, a few days ago, and I'm seeing her Sunday again.
I've
and she
given
won.
a second date to people with nasty mouths on.
Oh, we did eat dinner together, so maybe in her head I did have bad breath, but she equated it to us eating
She
dinner
didn't
right
know
before.
she was actually tasting food from 2 days before.
Right.
You're like, this is not
This-
tonight's Cheesecake Factory.
this could
This
be
is
it. I've been-
Wednesday's Cheesecake Factory.
I've been on a little bit of a slump the last few months.
Try it.
It could. I
Gum,
need to floss every day.
mouthwash.
I do gum and mouthwash.
A lot of floss. Toothpicks. Floss sticks.
Okay, anything else? Let's pretend like it wasn't flossing is not why I'm single. Hit me with something else. Critique me.
I don't know. I don't know you that well.
Are my arms too
I think
skinny?
you seem great. No. They're fine.
Do you notice I have a paunch belly through my shirt?
No. Now I'm looking on the screen. No, but by comparison, you look so thin next to this big fat guy.
Now you're a guy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll stop demeaning ourselves.
No,
look great.
I like myself.
I like you too.
Thanks. No, I don't know why you're single, Ari.
No guesses.
What are you
either?
looking for? No.
A sweet hot babe.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of those out in the world.
Yeah.
You just
And none of them want me.
Do you go for it a lot? You're on the apps.
I DM a lot, but I'm not
So
meeting a
weird.
lot in person. I'd love to meet more babes in person, but it's just
You don't meet
I don't
babes
have a
at
job.
shows?
I don't have a job. I haven't been doing that many shows. There's a lot. I could give a lot of excuses. I don't drink, so I don't like going to bars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people are sober too. Christians.
I've thought about going to AA meetings to pick up chicks, but
No.
that's pretty disgusting.
Well, when you get back
and they're boring.
to the swing of a lot of shows, it might be easier. You know, floss, put on a nice shirt, make sure you don't bomb, and then, you know, just hang out on the patio and be like,
You think
what's
I
up?
bomb? I've never bombed once in my whole
Yeah, you
fucking
bomb.
life. Yeah, I bomb. But
You
no,
bombed last night.
most of the time. Yeah, that doesn't count. I legitimately don't count last night. Even though I did bomb last night, I didn't go home feeling like, man, I bombed. I went home going, that was a bad show. Even though
Okay.
that's probably not what you're supposed to do as a comedian. That's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's over.
A lot of female comics
Thank you.
frown upon a guy like hooking up with a girl from the audience or dating a girl from the audience. What's your thoughts there?
Why? Who frowns on that?
A lot of the community.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I do too. I think
Why
it's fine.
not? I mean, if
Yeah.
they're not 15 years old, what do I care?
I don't think they're even allowed in my shows if they're 15.
I mean, we all meet people at work, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
We fuck coworkers. You know, it is good in the comedy community to try not to do that. But like, if you work at a restaurant, you meet people who you wait on.
Well,
If
yeah,
you're a
that's true.
bartender, you ask out, customers sometimes. I think it's totally fine.
I was thinking about doing that to meet a girl too, becoming a bartender on the side.
But you don't
Bartenders get
drink.
way more chicks than comedians. That's why I'd be the best bartender.
It's kind of a toss-up, I guess.
No, bartenders get more chicks than comedians for sure. Unless you're a
You can do
famous
both.
comedian. Unless you're a famous if you're Chris D'Elia, he gets more chicks. But if you're
Yeah.
if you're a regular
Well,
bartender,
they're so young. They can't just
he
run
gets-
away from him fast
he gets
enough.
all of them.
When
he
they're
gets
little
He
toddler
gets them at
legs.
all the ages. They all want him.
Bars, juice bars, Jamba Juice,
See,
high
for
school
some
parking
reason,
lots.
I think part of it is money and daytime, but alcohol bartenders get more than juice bartenders. More women.
Yeah, for
juice
sure.
bartenders are kind of looked at as like a minimum wage because they're minimum wage. job.
Why do you think anyone would frown upon comics trying to fuck the audience?
I think because of the power dynamics. I think as a male comic, you're kind of they're literally looking up at you while you're in your best moment, being funny, doing a scripted thing.
Yeah, but me too. I mean, I get hit on after shows and it feels very normal. I'm like, yeah, you would hit on me because I was so funny. And you saw it. You were there and your dick got hard.
I
when
love
you were
it, but I've
laughing.
heard a few people say like that's kind of lame to do.
No, I feel like the power dynamic, it's interesting because we're also performing for them. Like, we're like a fucking little monkey.
Also, I make fun
Like,
of myself
isn't
a
she
lot.
in
I don't
charge?
have power. Like I'm I'm
Self-deprecating?
Yeah, I'm a self-deprecating little man.
No, ladies love that.
Yeah.
That's not the reason you're not getting laid.
No, yeah.
Chris D'Elia
just
is
saying
not
I don't
even
have power.
funny on stage and he fucks.
He kills though.
Ugh.
Mainstream acts.
Just delete their names, but
Yeah.
not the conversation.
Oh, good idea. So all these.
Because then people are like,
Yeah, then they're curious. Yeah. So all these
sucks.
giant theater acts, or not all of them, but a lot of them. Larry the Cable Guy. I think their audiences are so big because most people in the world are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And
But
that's their comic. They love the general, like no substance to any of their jokes, just goofy faces, like people whose punchline is just like, "Eh."
Yeah.
I
But
just put my thumb
I
on
mean,
that.
sometimes, you can fill an arena with good comedy too. I don't know.
Yeah, Bill Burr. There's exceptions to the rule, but
Yeah.
overall,
I
I think the biggest acts are because they analyze their jokes and they go, will this joke make everyone laugh? That's what they do. That's their plan. Whereas I think you or me or a lot of my favorite comedians are like, okay, this joke's funny to me and people who get it.
Yeah. I make most people in the room laugh though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you do. No, you're great.
Yeah.
You're great. But you know what I'm saying.
Kind of.
Okay, I'm wrong. Fuck you.
I don't know, man. I mean, Tom Segura is an arena comic at this point. He doesn't
He's
do
great.
He doesn't do arenas.
But it's all his. I would argue that Tom Segura he has his fans, but he's more of a niche. Even though he's a huge comic, he's more of a niche, and he's not for everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
My parents would not like Tom Segura. I'll tell you that.
My mom has seen Tom Segura live because I opened for him, and no, she doesn't.
He's one of my favorites. I didn't even know you opened for him.
Yeah, I opened for him quite a bit. Not since the pandemic.
He's in my top 5.
He's awesome. He's such a great guy. He's so supportive, and yeah, his crowd's really fun to perform for. But my mom said he was too nasty.
I can see that.
But I think truly, my mom and my aunts all went one night in Bakersfield. And
in Bakersfield, you probably get even nastier.
I think truly, my mom had just not listened to a man talk to her for an hour since she was like my age, She's 70. She was like, this is my worst nightmare.
She is not. She is an independent woman.
Yeah, because it's not like I'm not nasty. Like, I have dirty jokes and stuff, but
Yeah,
she's
you
like,
do.
it's different when you do it. He's gross.
I'm a big fan, but actually it is different when you do it. I think Tom's more vulgar than you are for some reason.
Oh, sure.
Not that
By
you're-
design. But he's so funny.
He's in my top 5. He's great. Not that do you have anything?
Am I in your top 5?
No.
Oh. Top 20 in LA.
Top 15.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. But top 5 I save for the big guys who like have special, like you don't
They're
have
all
enough.
men.
You don't have a big enough body of work. You could be in my top 5.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, you can get there.
Big body, not big body of work.
Big, beautiful body.
Thank you,
I just
BB
wanna-
Dubs.
I just want to look at. I don't.
There's a lot of crevices to put penises in. That's nice. Different folds.
Do you do that?
Sure.
Really?
Why not?
Do you have fat sex? Is that something you guys do?
I actually haven't. No, I
was
really
like, I don't
haven't.
think you're fat enough for that.
No, thank you. Oh, only in the titties.
Yeah, that's where you want it, though.
But I wish I was fat enough for that. Just like
You
just
could get there.
fucking
We could
fold
get
up
you there.
this side. Well, I'm working on the opposite.
This podcast
This is the
got
fattest
very
I've ever been.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel cool. I mean,
And you
I
went
feel cute.
And you went hiking today?
Yeah, I'm like pretty healthy. I
This is-
probably drink too much Chardonnay.
This is the fattest I've ever been.
You're thin.
I don't have a 6-pack.
It's okay.
I really want a 6-pack.
Pull your shirt up.
If I had a 6-pack, then I'd have a
fine.
girlfriend.
It's fine.
If I had a 6-pack, girlfriend, for sure.
It's a very like college dorm body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want
Where
that.
you're like, this guy doesn't leave his dorm room very often, but he's really funny. I'll fuck him.
Are you trying to motivate me right now? 'Cause
You look
it's kind of
great.
working. I'm sitting down too.
I
It
think
looks
the hair,
better when I'm standing.
hair pattern is also very young. Like, like I just turned 14 and I just got my hair
I have
on
a
my
lot of
body.
hair. I have a lot of chest hair.
It's light for a Jewish comedian, I would say.
Oh yeah, for a Jewish guy, it's light, and I don't have any hair on my back.
I feel like I'm being anti-Semitic. I should stop bringing up how Jewish you are so
It'd
often.
be cool if someone
But
got
I
canceled
like
from my
it.
podcast. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Like
I
if
enjoy it,
someone-
though.
If someone listened to this
I don't
and
wanna
you
fetishize
ruined
you.
your career and I got all this press from it, I'm willing to risk that.
I'm not going
for
to get
this.
canceled for noting that you're Jewish and I enjoy that.
You said that I don't have a lot of Jewish hair,
Yeah.
and I find that very offensive.
Okay.
I'm
We'll cut this part out.
No, I'm very offended, and I'm going to leave it in because I want the world
I'm sorry.
to know.
Then I am truly sorry. This is my apology.
You could say sorry, but
I'm-
it doesn't seem. It does. Just
I
doesn't seem like enough.
apologize. I'm learning and growing as a white.
Yeah, you are white, huh?
Shiksa.
Oh yeah, you are white. And saying,
I fucked up. What am I going to say? I fucked up. I hope people forgive me.
I hope they do too. After
Is that a
you're
good-
canceled.
There's nothing to cancel right now.
Oh, you're done.
Come for my Zoom shows.
Oh, I'm so anti-Zoom shows. If you get paid, fine. But I'm
yeah, I
so
did like a lot of corporates in the last year, and it was fine.
That's
You
fine.
just fucking make fun of the boss.
I'm a hater. I'm one of those guys now.
You're like, what's behind you? So stupid. And they're like, here's $1,000, and you didn't have to put pants
yeah,
on.
1,000's good.
Yeah. Corporate Zooms are fun.
I would do it for money, but Zoom open mic,
Oh, no.
ugh,
That's a nightmare. Flappers.
get out of there.
The
What are you
Flappers
doing?
Zoom open mic.
I think if you're a
lot
comedian,
of people started comedy in the last year on Zoom. And they're going to be out here at the club.
and they're gonna have more practice than me.
And they're going to get on TV.
I wonder if anyone got booked for late night over Zoom. That'd be crazy. I truly believe that most comedians are mentally ill, but if you're doing Zoom shows, Zoom open mics, you have a severe mental illness.
Yeah.
I truly believe that.
Or, well, yeah, maybe. And you're trying to find a solution, and that's one thing that you're trying.
Yeah, that's your therapy.
You know, people, I mean, there were people that went into this pandemic with no community to begin with, and then they're cut off from everybody. I don't know. Well, however people cope to, like, not kill other people or themselves
You're so
is fine
sweet.
with me.
You're so nice.
Give $5 to flappers so they don't go under. Who cares? I don't want to do it. Like,
I'm not doing that.
I hear what you're saying, but
I'm not supporting that place.
I have an ex-boyfriend who I literally dated him in 20 years ago. I know that because we were together on 9/11. Okay.
Whoa, that's 20 years ago. Yeah. Wait, no. Is it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I hadn't talked to him in like 8 years, and then he called me out of the blue to be like, what is your advice for starting stand-up comedy?
Oh,
Like 6 months ago.
my God. Did you like that call or dislike it?
Well, first he messaged me on Facebook, and I was like, this has to be a phone call because I want to have this conversation with you because you're insane right now.
So is he starting?
It was funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been doing it. He's been doing a lot of Zoom comedy shows. And
He started
open
during the
mics.
pandemic?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he has like 3 kids. He works at Facebook. He's like very wealthy.
Oh, cool. It's somebody when someone's like successful, I take them, I'm more supportive of them doing it than when they're like a loser piece of shit starting.
Yeah, but he doesn't need this.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You know? We don't need another Jewish guy. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we don't need any more
Jewish father.
Jews according to Amy. No more
You
Jews
just
in the
edited
world.
it. No more Jews. Yeah, no, I mean, he's always been a funny person, but I was just like, he said, which Zoom open mics are you doing?
Oh,
And
God.
I was like, I think you have a really warped idea of what my comedy career is because
Did you take that as an
I was doing
insult?
pretty well.
So you took it, you were a little insulted. You're
Of
like,
course.
I don't do Zoom open mics.
Yeah, and then he's like, we're talking about his material, and he's like, I just don't, I'm like, oh, you can put a tag here, and he's like, what's a tag? I'm like, can you just Google stand-up comedy before you even call me again? Like, let's do the basics.
I've had a few people who I went to college with hit me up over the years, kind of like, hey, so I'm doing comedy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm always really nice to them and think it's cool because I feel above them in stand-up comedy. So I'm kind of like in this weird power position. So it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Until they go, so how do I get a show at the Comedy Store? And then they ask me like a really weird question. And I'm like, oh, you don't get it. You're never going to get it.
So that's another thing. Like, are you going to go to the Comedy Store tonight?
No, probably not, but maybe.
I just want to see the zoo that it's going to be. I mean, because the fucking Showtime thing
I
came
don't think
out,
it's going to be a zoo tonight.
it will be.
You think? I think.
So many people started comedy because of that documentary.
Really?
During the pandemic.
Seriously?
Yes.
I didn't even watch it.
I only saw a few.
I don't think it'll be a zoo night for a few reasons. It's limited. It's the main room is normally 350. They're seating, I think, 95
But the patio's
people.
open. I'm talking about comics.
The patios,
wannabe
but it's all going to be
comics.
really limited. It's not going to be like a free for all like it used to be. It's going to be so limited, low staff.
Even outside?
Even outside. So
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be.
No, that's good. I
that
mean, I hope
crazy.
they're being responsible, but
I think they're being extra responsible.
I also
for-
want to see people.
Oh, you want to go for the
I
love?
miss my friends. Yeah.
Me too. I can't wait to show
I'm
them.
not past yet. I was in
Neither am I.
development.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah. And I was door guy for 5 years. So
Yeah, I didn't have to work there.
I'm double bitter.
I went a few times
To where?
to the mic and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to host it, all that fucking bullshit. You know how much work I've done for the Shore family?
I think I mostly
I used to
got
open for Pauly Shore. You think that's a good experience? No, it's pretty good, actually. People talk shit about it. I like it.
I have no comment.
It's not as good as Tom Segura, but it's still good.
I love son-in-law.
I liked it when I was a little kid. Do you have any issues in your life that I could help you with?
My career, Where is it?
I mean,
Can you find it?
But you're on. It's COVID time. It was. You said yourself it was good before COVID.
I think a big thing that changed was I was always doing a lot of stand-up and being on the road and working. Pre-pandemic, I got passed at like every club in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And
Except
then
the Comedy Store.
Well, I got put in development.
Right.
Yeah. Comedy Magic Club, Laugh Factory, the Improv, whatever. Ice House.
Love that.
They don't
play.
have a system there. You just kind of do shows sometimes.
Laugh Factory Improv, even though they technically have a system, it doesn't feel like they do to me.
Yeah.
Because I've like been on avails there for so long, and it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it.
So I always had that in the background. I'm, trying to get writing jobs and doing all these auditions and stuff. But then I always had stand up. So I'm like, whatever. Like every night I can like validate my experience and be like, oh, this is what I'm doing. And this is what I love more than anything else.
Yeah.
So with that removed, then it's just been this insane year of doing fucking 20 auditions in my house a week, which I am grateful for.
Yeah.
Not getting anything. And then just feeling like an insane person, I'm like, what am I doing this
those
for?
Auditions.
I know. And I am. And I do appreciate that.
Okay, it's hard for me to give you any advice career-wise because you do a lot more than I do.
Okay.
But I noticed one thing when I was stalking you for the podcast. You're
weight gain.
you're way too fucking fat and old. You're too fucking fat. If you could lose weight and reverse your age,
I know.
That would help your career. No, your bio still says you live in Portland, Oregon.
Which bio? On Instagram?
I Googled Amy Miller bio, comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one that came up on all the comedy club websites was like, she's currently residing in
Oh, because they're
Portland.
using an old one. What are you going to do? I have a current one on my website.
I think you should.
I update it all the time.
I think you should Google yourself and update those bios because imagine how many casting directors, all the big directors probably looked you up and was like, well, I want to put her in. Oh, she lives in Oregon. Never mind.
I've had the opposite actually happen where I get offered roles in Oregon that are for locals only. And I'm like, should I just lie?
100% you should. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's me.
I can't.
Why not?
Well, a lot of the time it's not enough money to like fly up there for a day. But I don't know how to change old bios from comedy club websites. I'm doing my best.
You could figure it out.
I hate that though. I do hate that. Well, what's your advice?
Figure that out. Hit up the whatever website it is and say, hey, can you change my bio?
Email these bookers.
Yeah, hey, can you mind? It comes up on Google that I live in Oregon. I don't. I live in LA now in the big city. I've moved past Oregon. I'm way above it now.
I just hate when people think I'm from Portland.
You're from, according to your bio,
wet blanket
from,
of a city.
San Francisco.
I'm from Oakland.
Oh, that's right.
I started
Oakland.
comedy
But that's San
in
Francisco.
SF. Yeah.
Same. What are they? Across the bridge?
Yeah.
20 minutes from
Well,
each other?
I put it in my Instagram bio, my Twitter bio, all this stuff. It's available on my website. I update it regularly. I don't know what to do.
Are you born and raised there?
In the Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bay? Do you say hella a lot?
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty hella cool.
Hyphy?
I don't know hyphy. I went to school in UC Santa Cruz.
Oh. I
So-
applied there.
You didn't get in?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I got
you
into
did.
Santa
Okay.
Cruz and
I
Berkeley.
was like, everyone gets in.
And then I went to Berkeley.
Berkeley is way better.
Thanks.
Yeah, more Asians though, and I don't like those kind of people.
I actually just applied to grad school during the pandemic. I got shut down. I got waitlisted for Cal State LA. How sad is that? They were like, "You're too old, too fat."
What
This is LA, honey.
what degree did you apply for?
For social work.
Wow.
Yeah.
To help the world.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hero.
I was supposed to be a social worker. I worked in that capacity for years.
You look like a social worker.
Thank you so much.
Because you have such a beautiful,
just tired and
kind
generous.
heart. And I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got waitlisted, and I will say...
Did that make you go, okay, fuck this then? Or did it make you go, oh, I'm going to keep applying?
No, I still wanted to go. I was really bummed, honestly. Well, it's also because, like, I don't get any of these auditions, so I'm like, well, maybe a school will take me. I graduated from Berkeley with honors. Nope. There's so many auditions that came through in the past year that, like, everybody got, too.
I'm a
like,
heartthrob.
Curb Your Enthusiasm was casting.
Didn't get it.
I Think You Should Leave. You didn't see any of those?
Nothing. I'm going to play a voicemail we got.
Okay. Today?
Yep. From Instagram.
Hey, Ari, this is Gabe speaking. I was looking for your help on the situation I have in the mornings. Me and my girlfriend work at the same time in the morning, so she has to do her makeup in the bathroom, and I need to poop in the bathroom, and we only have one bathroom. And we're showing up late to work constantly because we're fighting for the bathroom, and she needs the lighting and I need the toilet. So I was hoping that you had maybe a solution for us as far as accommodating one bathroom. So yeah, thanks, Ari. Bye.
This guy's got a great delivery, real zippy.
It did. Yeah, it was a little slow. It did a voice to like it transcribed his voicemail, and I was reading it ahead of him talking because he's so slow. And at the end, it transcribed wrong, and the last 3 words are you bi? Question mark. I thought he was gonna end it saying, by the way, are you bi? Are you bisexual?
I do have a solution.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you have to say about
absolutely.
it. I do too, but I think I'd like to hear yours first.
One bathroom life is tough. I also live that life, although I haven't had a reason to get up regularly in a while. My boyfriend gets up early. I don't know what kind of space you have in your bedroom or other rooms of the house, but if you buy this bitch like a nice vanity situation, you know what a vanity is?
Yeah, you're saying
like
get a mirror for the bedroom so that she doesn't need to be in the bathroom to do her makeup and her girl stuff.
Yes, a beautiful little comfortable seat that's very girly, lots of drawers, maybe some hanging things for like necklaces, rings, bracelets, and a way to organize her makeup like a caboodle or something. You don't know what a caboodle is. And then a mirror with light.
What's a caboodle? I'd like to know what it is.
It kind of looks like a tackle box, but it's for makeup.
I know what it is.
Yeah, it has a handle on top, and you open, and then it has like 3 layers. And
They're
so
pretty
like
too. They're like a good piece to
eyeshadows.
have on a desk or something.
Yeah, so get her a caboodle, get a mirror with light, her own special space. It could be, if you have a big walk-in closet, it could be in there. But
if they have one
in the
bathroom,
bedroom,
they have a big one.
That's true.
Walk-in
Well,
closet.
no, I don't know. We have a walk-in closet in 1 bedroom.
Oh, good for you.
My boyfriend
Rich
uses
girl,
it.
huh?
No, he actually got the big closet.
How'd you meet your boyfriend?
He has
by the
so
way?
many shoes. He used to run the comedy club in Portland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, where I no longer live.
Does he still work in comedy?
He does. He works, and I'll tell you later where he works.
Oh, big shot.
He works in the industry.
Ooh.
Yeah. He doesn't like get me stuff or anything.
I don't care.
I wish he would.
Yeah, I wish you would too.
So yeah, vanity, nice vanity. Pink or maybe like a mint. You know, mint is very in as a girly color right now.
Pink is?
Lavender, mint,
Mint or lavender?
lavender, a nice
Yeah, I
light
think-
blue.
First off, I want to say great advice, Amy.
Thanks.
Good job handling that call. One of the best pieces of advice that's ever been given on the show. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
You're a rock star for that.
Thanks.
Now I'd like to give my piece of advice, which is actually very similar to yours.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I think you should take her advice and
Extra
take mine
toilet.
in addition.
He can shit in an extra toilet.
That's exactly my
A
advice.
bucket.
So I just I'm building a van right now, a camper van,
Mm-hmm.
to rape in. No, to take around the country and have fun. and
Cool.
Camping experiences.
That's fun.
And it's fun. I love it. One of the best things I did for that van is I bought the $700 toilet.
Yes. Composting toilet?
No, although that'd be fun too. But composting toilet is a little bit, you have to know how to use it, and it helps to have a vent. So keeping composting in the toilet is fine. You could do that. The one I got is even cooler, in my opinion. It's a little not quite as good for the world, but it's cooler. So it's a vacuum seal toilet.
Mm-hmm.
You do your business. You press a button. It twists your shit and piss in the thing, and then scrunches it down, and you could have 15 shits and pisses per bag.
Those are great.
Cartridge.
It's like
And
a
then when
diaper genie.
Yeah, and then when you're done, you really just pull it out, throw it in any garbage can. It doesn't smell or anything because it's vacuum sealed, and you just pop a new cartridge in. You got another 15 shits.
Yeah. I've heard about these.
Yeah.
Do you follow Moshe Kasher? Oh, he's like a
I know who
van
he
guy
is.
now.
He's a van guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you
is
know
Tom
Louis
Green.
Katz?
I don't know him personally, but I know he is.
Okay, Moshe
He's a Bay Area
did
guy, right?
Yeah.
They both are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moshe did an episode of Louis Katz's Roadhead podcast, funny name, and he talked all about like his van customization. So you should check it out.
Now if I ever hang out with Moshe Kasher, I have a good bonding thing
Yeah.
because van
Yeah,
people
he's a
stick
camper
together.
guy. It's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
There's a good
It's the
documentary
Titan.
called Vannin. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free.
I've heard of it.
It's very good. You can see kind of what those lunatics are doing with their
Yeah.
vans.
Yeah. No, I've watched every
I
van build
love a
video on
van.
YouTube. Yeah, vans
I
are
love
dope.
it. I'm obsessed with watching van build videos or those people who like live in a storage unit illegally.
Oh, I've seen some of those
And
too,
how
but they
they,
pimp
like-
them out.
Yeah, and how they like snake electricity and plumbing and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And stay hidden all night somehow.
I saw one guy who there's a drinking fountain, and he hooked up a little like tube from the drinking fountain all the way to a storage unit, and he had running water.
Yeah, it's
from a drink.
amazing.
It was
They
insane.
have like cable and shit, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's so wild.
It's so crazy, and every time I watch it, I think to myself, I want to do that. But then I really take a step back and go, why do I want to do that? Apartment is still
You're
way better.
rebelling. You think you need to live in a van because you have rich parents, so you're like slumming it by choice.
How'd you know that?
Right, we've talked about it before.
We talked about my rich parents.
Yeah.
When?
I don't
Just
know.
in the
I like
green
saw
room
some
somewhere?
video of yours where you gave away your parents' cars, and then the next time I
yeah,
saw
that's
you,
what it was.
I was like, "Are you fucking rich?"
I'm
I
not
knew
though.
it.
It's a common misconception that people think I'm a spoiled rich kid.
But you have a safety net. You're not fully on your own. That's
I'm fully on my own. No, you're
wrong.
wrong. My parents don't give me anything.
Because of your
any money.
behavior.
Maybe. Yeah.
But they
the
have
point,
in the past.
No, not as an adult. I moved out when I was 13 years old, and they cut me off financially when I was 18 years old. So I have not gotten any help from them.
They didn't invest in this podcast studio.
Zero investment in this podcast studio.
How do you make money?
This podcast studio, Airbnb,
You have
Turo, stand-up
Bitcoin?
comedy. I open for a lot of people as well.
Airbnb.
Yeah, Airbnb my apartment whenever I leave town. I even have an apartment for 2 years that I Airbnb'd, and I didn't even live in. I just ran an Airbnb.
And you don't have
side
any
hustle.
debt.
I have zero debt.
That's
That
a
I
rich
could-
parent thing.
That I could attribute to my parents, partially. I don't have any debt. And then the other thing, I do have a safety net in the sense whereas if I went
Broke your
broke right
leg.
now, well, I have health insurance. But if I were to go
Okay, brag.
Medi-Cal, if I were to go broke right now, they would say to me, "Oh, you could come live with us," but I would never want to do that because I don't get along with them.
Yeah.
But no, common misconception. And I have to defend myself every time because I'm a self-made man.
No.
I am.
But you can't, but I can still argue that some of this van obsession, living on the road, nomad land.
Plenty of poor people have vans. In fact, I
I
would
know,
argue
but-
most people with vans who live in a van are poor.
But people who have, yes,
Yeah.
they don't have options. But like cosplaying as a van person, like this whole thing where people get like a tiny home or a van and they customize. I mean, you just
Mine's
told me
gonna
you
be a
bought
nice
a
van.
$700
yeah,
toilet.
my van's gonna be nice.
Yeah, so it's like, because of your upbringing, you think like it's very exotic to cosplay as poor for a while.
No.
That's another thing people do.
I still think you're wrong about that too. Has nothing to do with cosplaying.
If I
as
live
poor.
in a trailer, I'm just like going back to my roots. I'm like living out my lifelong destiny.
I think in my mind, van life, I don't view it as like cosplaying as poor. It just sounds like a fun time. It's just fun.
Yeah,
It
like
has nothing
building
to
a
do with
pillow
poor.
fort with your mom's high thread count sheets.
No, it's just living on the road. It's
Egyptian
free. It
cotton.
just sounds like freedom to me.
Yeah.
I like the freedom of it. It has
I
nothing
like
to do
it
with
too.
poor.
I think my future really is. I think that the universe didn't want me to get into this grad school situation because I need to fulfill my destiny as a long haul trucker. I love to drive.
You only have a short period of time to do that because autonomous trucks are coming, and the long haul trucker salaries are going to go way down in the near future.
That's fine. I don't
It's a
need that
dying-
much
it's a
money. I live
dying
in my
profession.
truck,
Yeah.
and I can fuck at every stop.
You have a
I
boyfriend.
could charge them money.
Oh yeah, you could be a prostitute on the side. I'm for that.
Well, I'm your coworker, so it's I'm just like you guys. I'll suck
you're
your
like the
dick for $100.
You're like the low key company prostitute that eventually
Yeah.
will get caught and fired. For
Yeah,
it.
I'll be the hottest prostitute at the Pilot or whatever Travel
I-
Center of America.
I watched a documentary on those prostitutes, and yeah, they weren't that beautiful
Yeah,
cosmetically.
thank you.
You might be the hottest one
I don't know what I'm gonna
in
do,
your
man.
district. Are you seriously like looking for a
would
new
like
side hustle?
I would like a job driving people's pets across the country when they move.
That's
I've
very
come
specific.
close a couple times.
Does that job exist? Does anyone
This
do
is
that solely for a living?
Yes, some people do, but it's really hard to get into. It's a crucial
sounds very
service.
niche.
Let's say you have an old dog, right? You move from New York
I get
to LA.
it. Yeah, no, I would pay someone to do that for
You
me.
can't take him on the plane, or he'd be too nervous, and so you're like, okay, I'll pay this person, Amy. That's me.
She loves dogs. She's great with
Love dogs.
She
Love
has
to
a
drive.
Prius.
Love to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay for my hotels along the way, plus one lump sum.
Right.
And then I'm just road tripping with this fucking old dog. How cool is that? And put sunglasses on him. We're gonna be like, just ripping up the American highway together.
In my opinion, because that job is so niche, you could at least do it part-time, but I think you got to make a website for that business.
I know. I've tried like putting it on Facebook and stuff,
Make
or
a
when people
Squarespace.
buy a car. So
Because you got to come up on Google. Got to make like a Yelp, a Google page, and a website. I'm pretty
what am I
business
calling
savvy.
it?
Moveyourpets.com.
Comedian moves your pets.
No comedian. You're not. This isn't comedy. It's separate.
Well, it's like driving school. You know, people like it if you add the comedy in.
No.
So the dog's having a good time.
I would rather not a comedian move my pet because they're gonna be like, "I killed your pet. Sorry, haha."
Petmover.com.
Pet mover, yeah. Pet mover.
Cross-
Relocate your pet.
CrossCountryPetRelocation.com.
Yes. Oh, there you go. That way you know exactly. It's long,
Dog
but you know
mover.
exactly what it is.
Dog mover, best friend mover. People like going, fur babies on the road.com.
I'll take care of your fur. .com.
It's got to have a .com. I know that.
It's still every time
HTTP://
a comedian tells me they're like .net or .something else, I view them as just a peasant.
I can't remember what Johnny Pemberton's is. He has a .something.
But his is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
his is
all
like
his shit's
obscure.
funny.
Yeah. That's different.
His
But if
email's
they're-
like just the nipples.
But
at
if they're
Gmail
just
or
like
something.
Amy Miller comedy something weird. that you're
Org.
just, then org's hard to get, so that's kind of cool.
I'm a
too.
nonprofit.
Which goes back to your social work days.
Well,
should do
if
that.
you are moving across the country and you need me to move your car or your pets, I'm available.
All right,
I'll
we're
do
gonna
shows
plug it
along
here.
the
Do you
way.
have a podcast?
Yeah, it's called Who's Your God?
Who's your god?
You should do it sometime.
I'd
It's
love
about
to.
religion.
Thank you for doing the podcast and for giving that rock star advice to the caller.
We only have one call,
Gabe. Yeah, we only got one.
and it was about shit and makeup. Thank you so much.
You know
Amy
what?
will like this one.
I can't knock it because he was our only caller. So thank
Oh,
you for
really?
leaving the call.
That's sad.
Yeah. Here, I'll double check. Maybe someone left it right now during the podcast.
Because I reposted, but you really put it up there so late, like basically when I was on my way.
Yeah. I'm not the most organized. You're great. Is there
You're
anything-
great.
Is there
You know
anything
what's
wanna
great?
plug?
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
How much money do
Eliminate-
I get from this?
Eliminate plastic from the Austrian Alps. Wonderful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would like to plug on the podcast?
Just my
promote
podcast,
yourself.
Who's Your God? Follow me on Instagram, Amy Miller Comedy.
What's Who's Your God about?
Religion. We talk to comedians about their religious and spiritual
Oh,
beliefs.
And so what if it's so then is it really boring if you have like agnostic comic?
No, we
or,
have
atheist
agnostic
or
atheists
something?
all the time. But
Got it.
everyone, no matter what your like core religious beliefs are, or whether you go to a church or not, or subscribe to something, everyone has a way that they like keep themselves alive. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
A
you have
philosophy or
things
a
you
thought
do to keep
process.
yourself safe. You have core values. You have things that you live by, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope, or you're just fucking wild and free out here. You know?
Sociopathic, maybe. If you
I mean,
don't.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been saying God bless to people a lot when they leave. Thank you so much. God bless.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
And what does that mean to you? Do you think God is going to bless me when I leave?
No, it's just fun.
Are you kidding? Or does it
Mm.
mean something to you?
I think it's a nice thing to say. It's more like
Yeah.
have a great day, but instead I say God bless.
Yeah, but it's empty. You don't
But it's
really mean
empty,
it.
yeah, it's
Okay,
kinda
yeah,
empty.
that's sociopathic behavior.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you for doing the podcast. God bless you.
God bless you, Ari.
Thank you. Do you mean that?
Yeah, Jewish God.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.
that was the entire podcast. You listened till the end, to the outro. Not many people make it here. Not many people do. If you did, leave me a review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Feel free to become a super subscriber on YouTube. We got 3 of them now. I'm making over $30 a month from super subscribers. We got merch on the website. This is just plug fest. I save it to the end for the real fans. Go to arimannis.com. I got some tour dates coming up. I'm going to be in Atlanta and Nashville with Craig Conan coming up. I'm going to be in San Diego with Mo Mandel. I'm going to be in Portland, Oregon with Mark Normand in October. You could get tickets at arimannis.com. Let the headliners know that I brought you there. Whatever, dude. You know what to do. Leave a comment. Suck my subscribe button or something. I don't know. But thank you for listening. And as always, we will see you in the next episode. God bless you.